right, y'all, and welcome to the Raw BJ podcast, real content, raw opinions, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. We are here with another independent music moment. The incredible, dare I say, edible MEDINO GREEN.
You said that.
What's going on? Welcome to the show.
What's going on? Thank you for having me.
It's been a long time. You've been with us from the very beginning.
Yes.
From our show anyway. Like you were one of the first 3 artists that we featured on our show.
Mm-hmm.
And you left us a nice little voicemail to introduce the song and everything.
The first person to do an intro on their song.
Him and Estevan the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's up? What's up?
Not much. Just, working, trying to finish this album. Trying to get everything in order for you guys. So yeah.
Okay. The self-proclaimed leader of the Macs. All the Mac daddies and Mac mommies.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I think it just came from me just finding a pocket that I fit in. Like I feel like I fit in. So I kind of just took it and ran with it.
Okay.
I don't see nobody else doing it, so that's good.
So what is a Mac?
To me,
right,
a Mac is somebody that got their shit together and they just have like a variety of options available. That's just what it is.
Okay, options as in
people. People.
All right, leader of the Mac. There it is. All right, so this, like I said, this has been a long time coming. We've been waiting to have you on the show, and you're finally here. So let's go ahead and get into it. Who is MEDINO GREEN, and specifically, where did that name come from?
So, MEDINO GREEN, I'm a hip hop artist from Queens, New York. I live here now in Georgia. The name actually comes from a Biggie song, Sky is the Limit. If you're familiar with the song, when he was just like, I think he said the lines, something like, nickname Medina, make the seniors told my Ninas or something like that. I kind of like the name. I thought it was dope. But I know like in Spanish culture, the NA at the end of a name is for girl. So for me, I just took the NA and turned it into an NO and just made it MEDINO because that was more like masculine to me. So that's what I went with. And green is one of my favorite colors. So it kind of went hand in hand. And then I kind of later found out that there was an artist named MEDINO GREEN. So it was kind of like having to separate myself from that every time somebody looked me up.
Right. Okay.
I had a completely alternate theory. But okay.
What was that?
So I might be aging myself a little bit, but do y'all remember that song where there was like Funky Cold MEDINO? And they was like, and you know who I'm talking about, the dude with the deep ass voice, right?
Funky Cold MEDINO.
That song was the song, and I thought you was like, I get the NO at the end though. I thought that you did that on purpose, but I thought it was from that.
Okay.
I did not make the. I'm sorry, but that was the song. Like,
I had no idea where MEDINO came from, but I figured green had something to do with, your love of money or love of weed.
It could be all of them. Doesn't have to be.
Come from many things.
Yeah. Right.
He got options. He just said options.
Right. Hey,
why do we have to choose? Why do we have to label everything?
We don't.
Everything. Why we have to do that?
So you mentioned that you grew up in Queens, New York. What was that like for you?
Being a little black boy growing up in Southside, it was cool. I mean, you get in where you fit in. I think that's where I kind of like just started my whole music journey, was knowing that I'm different from the rest of them because I like boys. I know they like girls. I know they're going to tease me. So why don't I just do something that fits in with them? So they was rapping. All right, I want to rap too. I wasn't really into sports like that. So that's kind of where I took that from.
Okay. So is that what being different, was that what inspired you to start making music? Because people were like, what got you into music specifically?
I think it was more so not being different though. If they was
being different in the sense of saying, okay, they like girls, I like boys.
Well, I just wanted to fit in with them because I always knew that I was different. So it was kind of like just do what they do so they don't know or they won't notice. So it kind of like keeps it off for you. And then eventually I realized like I'm actually good at this. So
Okay.
Are you sure there wasn't a part of you that was like, I'm gonna beat them at this shit, and then I'm gonna let them know about me? Because then, and I don't like what you like. Mic drop.
Right.
You know?
kind of sorta. Eventually, like I started like realizing like there were other openly gay artists. So I had never met one, but my thing was when I first came out, like I wasn't talking about nothing homoerotic or anything out of the ordinary. It was just like me just talking my shit, rapping and doing what I do. And then once I met these other artists that were just kind of like free to be themselves, it was kind of like, okay, like maybe I should, do that because then I won't feel so tied into a box. So that's, just started exploring, saying certain things just to see how people react. And eventually it was kind of it was liberating. So it was kind of like, okay, this is your moment. Like, have that, take that, do what you do with it.
That's awesome though, like to be in a space where I don't think people understand the beauty of safe spaces wherever you find them, however you feel about it. But just to be you in any element, that is the most underrated feeling in the world, period.
So, how long have you been making music? Because we did a little research and we found your first single known to us was back in 2009 called Life, correct?
I don't think that was the first one.
Okay. Well, that was the
It's the
first
first one we
could
found.
Right.
So I've overall I've been doing music since I was like 14, but I didn't actually come out as like an openly gay artist until maybe like 19. So that's probably when y'all seen like Life and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
It was in the vault.
But no, even then during that period of time, I wasn't talking about nothing crazy. It was kind of just like I'm just showcasing my talent. So what I tried to do was create content that was just like general but relatable to any and everybody. And then I kind of navigated towards doing something else.
Okay.
Well, did you always know that eventually you were going to come out to your audience, or did you not know where it was going at like when you first started showcasing?
I didn't know. I didn't know that I would be who I am today because it was kind of just like, what do you want out of this? Like, how would you be able to live your life and be who you are, projecting yourself to be this way to the media and then hiding behind closed doors. So again, like just being around other openly gay artists that were already, free to be themselves. It was kind of just like, do that. Like just be free. Like just, do what you have to do, say whatever you have to say. And people are either gonna like it or they're not gonna like it.
Well, that's a blessing though, to be in the place to have the fellowship with people who are already doing what you could see yourself being able to do. I think that's crazy.
I had never seen it before prior to. And I was actually shocked because I was like, and I actually came across it on like it was like a Foxy Brown thread on one of her websites where they were, people were talking about whatever she was coming out with. And there was a thread about like a gay rapper, and it was actually Bryant. And they had his first mixtape, Porn Star, on there, and then somebody had like a breakdown of all the songs, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? But I was interested, so I was like, let me click play and see. So I listened to the album and I was just like, this nigga spitting some shit. So I was just like, this is different. And then I kept saying to myself, you can't say that. You can't do that. And I only felt like that because my parents were kind of heavy into my music at the time. But they're like, you're young, you're a teenager, do whatever. But they're like, you're not gonna make a living out of this. Like, you're my son, you're not gonna make a living out of this. That's kind of the mentality that they had. But I was still intrigued by it. So I was like, I want to be able to say that because that's,
how I feel.
Like, that's how I feel. I want to say that. So eventually over time, I kind of just like worked up the courage to be like, we're going to do this. I went in the studio, I dropped a freestyle, and then it was kind of like, boom, here we are. And then I think like my intro to the world was when those artists at the time, they actually had an interview with DJ K-Slay, rest his soul.
Mhm.
They had an interview with him, and I was supposed to be one of the artists featured on there, but fortunately I didn't get an email in time or whatever. So there's a video of me on YouTube. I think I'm like 19 in the video of me actually rapping, and that was kind of like my first introduction to being the openly gay rapper. And we're here today.
Okay. So I'm glad that you broke down that, experience when you came across Bryant, because now you understand how I felt when I came across you. Because let me tell you something. When planning this podcast, I knew that we wanted to. First off, it's grown into something and that we have a lot more growing to do. But it's grown into something that I didn't even imagine when first planning it. I knew that we wanted to feature and put a spotlight on independent artists, but I never thought that there would be so many artists wanting to actually appear on our show. So during the planning phases, looking for independent artists, I never ever thought, never had even heard of a gay rapper before. And then I came across Estevan first. And then I came across the Officially Outed podcast. And that's where I found a slew of artists, of course, LGBT, and I had no idea. And you were one of the ones I found while getting deeper into this, one of the first ones. And I instantly fell in love with like the flow, the whole swag, like the whole style, the persona that you, not that saying that you're fake or anything, but the image, I fell in love with all of it because it was something that it felt so relatable, and I had never heard it before. And if I just imagined that if when I was a teenager or when I was younger, if I had had a MEDINO GREEN, or Bryant, or whoever else.
That was really the goal to kind
Yeah.
of like just be, I don't want to say like a role model, but just be someone for the younger generation to look up to, because we're progressing,
Right.
As a whole, we're just progressing. So personally, I just wanted to be someone that somebody can say like, he inspired me to do this. That's really what it was. It was
Right.
never, I want to be famous. I want to be on TV. It was never none of that, because I don't really like that kind of stuff. And
Right.
for whatever reason, it's just not something for me. But behind the scenes, I'm cool. I just want to be someone that people notice, recognize, know, and just be like, yeah, I'm familiar with his work, or, yeah, he's a dope artist, but he inspired me to do X, Y, and Z. And I've gotten those messages from a lot of artists that are coming up now. They say, oh, I looked up, gay rappers, or even the ones that came a little bit after me. It was like, I never knew of a gay artist until I heard you, and your sound kind of inspired me. And I was like, that's great. I've always wanted, that's just all I wanted to do, was inspire.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time, like in the community specifically. Representation matters, and matters in such a profound way that it can change the trajectory of how someone lives. Like it being out and living in your truth gives others permission to do the same.
Yeah.
And not that people need permission, but when you can see it, you can believe it.
Yeah.
About yourself and stuff. And I love that you're able to do that and have the platform.
Oh yeah, because the young gays today, they lit. Okay, them niggas is lit. They got Pose, they got P Valley, they got Legendary, they got MEDINO GREEN, they got Chasing Atlanta, they got
Child, Chasing Atlanta.
Okay,
now.
they got Lil Nas X,
don't
they got
get me
Saucy
started.
Santana. We didn't have this shit 10, 15 years ago.
And I just love seeing the progression, because we've been friends for 22 years. And when I tell you 22 years ago, honey, 22 years ago, he was as rough as tumble as they come, and he was not.
Before
him
it
now.
was cool to have a gay best friend.
What we call a GTG, a go-to gay.
Right.
Everybody has one, but it's not like it is now. Like he gets to, not that he gets to be him, but I'm just happy. I'm happy for my friend, because it's different for me, and it's hard to be an ally, but it's harder to be him. And I have to accept that I can't always help him in the situation. I'll tell him all the time, fuck them folks. You do what you want to do. Who gonna run up on you when we both out somewhere? Who? When? it'll be the hernia of their life. Who gonna do what to who? And then he's like, okay, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
And you don't understand. It's different for like if I go somewhere and hold somebody's hand, it's different. Fuck, hold it whatever hand you want to.
Might
Do
I
what you
add,
want to do, but he'll be trying to explain to me.
this
the
was
safe space
before I
rule.
was 6'5", 300 pounds.
Right,
I wish a
blindside.
bitch
Yes,
would now.
that's right, blindside. You better tell them.
Back when I was a smaller gent, yeah.
I'd like the record to show I was still over 300 pounds at the time.
But I'll
And
talk a nigga now. Come on with it. No, okay. So when I first came across MEDINO GREEN, it was Mr. Big Bad. You were preparing, I think, to release the Green. Or no, Green. I keep saying the Green, but it's Green.
He does this all the time.
So that was that your first EP?
Yes, that was actually my first EP.
Okay.
I dropped it on my birthday. It was actually supposed to have like a rollout. There was supposed to be videos and all of that stuff, but the pandemic happened, so
Right.
got stuck in the whole "this is all you got, this is all I got" type of thing.
Right.
And then I followed up with Green 2 in November, which I almost didn't get.
The re-up. I'm so glad we did.
I almost didn't get it because when I moved here, I actually got into a really bad car accident.
No.
And it was really on my mind, like, if I don't make it out of this car crash, like, they're not going to get this album. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are not going to get it. But I'm here today. You guys got the album. It actually charted number 31 on iTunes Hip-Hop. So
yes!
I'm excited about that. So that is what is keeping me going right now.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. I love that.
So, because I love Green and Green 2, the re-up. Like, both of them were great in my opinion. How would you describe the type of music that you normally create?
Now, I think I'm just making music that I want to hear. I'm not catering to anybody else. I think I spent a long time, or a lot of time of my career, trying to make music that would satisfy the ears of people that were just not listening.
Right.
So now it's more so I'm gonna just say what I want to say, do what I want to do, and sound however I want to sound. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't,
period.
See you on the next one.
Okay. So as an LGBT, you mentioned, coming out as an artist later on after starting music. So as an LGBTQ artist, how do you feel your music is set apart from other LGBTQ artists?
I think my music is very four-dimensional. I think a lot, personally, in my opinion, it's no offense to anybody, I feel like a lot of today's queer artists are very two-dimensional or one-dimensional. It's all the same aesthetic. It's all trick a nigga, spend his money.
Right.
And that's just my opinion. I really can't speak for those artists. To me, when I hear it, I'm turning it off because I need more from you. I need to be able to hear more. I need to be able to see versatility. The one trick pony has to go back in the stable at some point. So to me, when it comes to my music, I just try to be four-dimensional, give people options, you know what I'm saying? Give you layers, give you different sounds, play around with it, but still be authentic to MEDINO GREEN and still give you MEDINO GREEN.
Right. Okay. That's very interesting because I want to ask you, does that play a part into why you feel like, because I saw a tweet of yours. We pay attention over here. I saw a tweet of yours where you had actually retweeted something, but it was pertaining to, and I don't have the exact verbiage, forgive me, but it was pertaining to straight artists not wanting to work with queer artists. Yes. And you mentioned something to the effect of what you just said about the content and the type of music that these artists make are not relatable to the artists that they may want to work with.
Yes.
So can you expand on that?
Yeah. Basically, so again, artists being one-dimensional, two-dimensional. The tweet I think you're referring to is a tweet saying something about like Kendrick, and it was another artist that they mentioned they won't do a song with
Lil Nas or Santana. Yeah.
Santana. And again, in my opinion, I feel like those are artists that would be considered two-dimensional artists or one-dimensional artists. They have one sound, one aesthetic, and it's no shade.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
no
yeah,
shade.
yeah.
It's just like you have a sound, you have a like you stick in that sound because
Right.
that's what works for you. You can't expect somebody like Kendrick Lamar to do a song with an artist like Santana because there's no correlation. He
Right.
hasn't shown us that yet. It's not to say he don't have it, but as of right now, that's not what we know him for.
Right.
There's a lot of people complaining about Kendrick's album because of his use of the F word. I thought his album was great. I thought his album was theatrical. It's what we need because it talked about real shit. I don't know if I can curse, excuse me. It talked about
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we curse all the time. Do what
It's
the fuck you
raw
want.
fucking BJ. Shit. God, fuck. Damn it.
It talks about real shit that we go through even as black people and behind closed doors.
Right.
So people getting upset for the song of Auntie Diaries, get over your fucking selves. Get over yourself. He spoke not for you, he spoke for him and his experience.
Right.
And his experience might not be yours, but it could be somebody else's.
Exactly.
So let him have that. As far as him doing a song with those other artists, again, those artists, they haven't shown us that they can do what it is that he's doing. It's not about the lyrical content because when have you listened to a Santana album and heard something conscious on there? You don't.
Right.
So why would he do a song with them? And it's no shade to them. That's just not the pocket that they belong in. So,
well, I mean, and when you say that, and I'm not making this argument, but some would, stand to make the argument of Kendrick Lamar. He did a song with Taylor Swift. Where's the, comparison there?
You have a valid point.
It was the fact that he was trying to cross over to a different audience, and so was she.
Right.
But
so I guess that might be part of the point that people are trying to make. Like, yeah, that may not be the type of music that person makes, but maybe they feel like it's not fair that these people don't mind crossing over to a white audience, but not to a gay audience. Especially when a large amount of these people's supporters are gay.
Right.
Right.
And that's understandable. But I can't speak for them. I just know if you do a lot of certain sounding music, you're not gonna mesh well. Maybe I don't know the song that him and Taylor did because I personally don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. She sings about a lot of stuff. I know she was in trouble for some political views or whatever. So maybe that was that. Maybe that's what tied them together.
It was a song called Bad Blood. It was about a beef with her and Selena Gomez. And he and he jumped on the remix. Brittany, go.
Thank you. Can I just please say this about Tay real quick? So here's the thing. Look, in my mind, she's Tay. So listen. Taylor Swift be talking about some deep ass shit. If you hear her, listen, I'm to tell you, Taylor be talking about some deep ass shit. When she be talking about her relationship, she gets very, very transparent with you and tells you a lot of stuff that some artists might want to keep to themselves. She gonna give all of it to you. She tells you where she fucked up at too, and that's also very different because usually when you get a story, it's what the fuck he didn't do, what the fuck he should have said, what he should have done for you. She over here, he's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar, but I'm gonna burn this shit to the ground when it comes to somebody hurting my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know she's a little messy too. But I think that might have been the correlation. Kendrick gives it all. Like when he's talking about his shit, you're gonna get all of it, good, bad, and different. Whatever the fuck comes from him.
You don't get that from these other artists. You get party music, and
right.
That's okay.
But that's what gets Taylor in trouble too. On her end, she got to deal with the people on her side too, telling her,
"Why'd you do that?
Why? I know you did not just talk about this boy like this. I know you did not the motherfucker from Twilight. How's he gonna get another movie after this? That's not my problem. Ding ding ding.
Right.
Like you know. So on her, I'm telling you, Taylor gets deep. That's just a fact. Like she done worked with T.I., she's worked with Kendrick, she's worked with T-Pain. She's worked with a lot of people.
It could also be a record label thing. When you have a machine behind you, you can make those types.
And they sit down at lunches and say, "I want you to work with this person." Right, we've already talked about it. And
how are we gonna make this work? So when you have that type of money, when you have those machines behind you, somebody's sitting at the table trying to figure out. There's a whiteboard. They're writing everything down. How are we gonna make this work? This person talks about this. This person talks about this. How can we meet them in the middle and make it work?
Right.
If you do that right now with these artists, you can't correlate.
There's no middle ground.
Right. And that's all I was saying. Like you can't expect them to have that right now because you're not getting that. Now, if he was to, let's say he was to make a song about maybe Lil Nas X, because I listened to his album, it was pretty good. He had a couple of songs in there that I thought was dope, where he was opening up. So maybe I could see that happening with Lil Nas X. But Santana, I've listened to his music. I haven't heard one song about him opening up and being transparent about anything. It's he's young, he's having fun, he's turning up. That's his type of music.
He's a city girl.
So I don't expect him to do a song with Kendrick and people to be like, yo, this is it. Like, you know, I don't expect that.
I think Santana has it in him, but Santana's thing is, I've gone through this, and this. Y'all not gonna get me just feeling a way. Y'all not gonna get me out here looking like this in front of people. He's very, very clear about being in these bad situations with people who have fucked him over and not wanting to look vulnerable again. So this music that he puts out, the happy, upbeat club music, is from a place of, I'm not getting hurt and y'all not gonna get it from me.
Probably his
and
escape.
I think that's what's in his way as far as finding the correlation.
But hopefully we can get it. Hopefully it can happen. If it does happen,
well, it's a process. I think, years from now he might.
Hopefully, who knows? He just got his little contract, well, a big contract. So, who knows what he got coming up next. But let's get back to you, the star of this show right now. So, of course, during our first season, we played Mr. Big Bad during our first season from you. So right after that, you came out with New Mood, which was my jam and completely just replaced Mr. Big Bad as my number one MEDINO song. This was my shit. Okay, so tell me what inspired this song. It was from Green to the Re-Up.
I don't even know what inspired it. I think I was locked in my room trying to force something to come out. And I think something about the beat kind of just spoke to me and it kind of just went. And the verses for that song wasn't even supposed to go with that instrumental. So when I have writer's block, what I tend to do is I tend to recite my lyrics over other instrumentals that I want to work on, and hopefully it'll spark something. So when I did that to that instrumental, it sparked that it sound good on that instrumental. So I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I just kept going, and then the song was there. It was there, no time flat. So there wasn't really much behind it.
Well, it was there, and now it's here. Let's go ahead and get into the first song we're going to play tonight. Go ahead and introduce New Mood.
So this is my song, New Mood. It's off my second EP, Green to the Re-Up. Make sure y'all go get that. It's everywhere.
Shoes just to walk on. Green, get them open, make them start time. Thinking he gon' get it, it's a gnaw for him. Only hard I'm showing niggas is the garçon. Pipe right, have a nigga stuttering like foghorn. Only want the head if you gawking. I like when it's mad wet, both hands on it, and you slurp it up, spit it back, French kiss the gooch, fingers in my butt. First class, touching down in Dallas every weekend, buying bags, cause the money coming frequent. Presidential suites, but I don't ever sleep in. I know he got a man, but it's mine when we freaking. I do what I want, cause I am the man. Slide my number to your nigga, he is such a fucking fan. Solid gold around my neck, and it weighs a couple grams. I'm back on my bullshit, I hope you understand. Capiche? This my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it, I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up. This my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it, I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up. This my new mood for the summer. 2 sticks with me banging like a drummer. If you mad, take a number. I know some niggas wishing I go under, but I am from the city of no slumber. All I do is hustle, eat, shop, and repeat. These niggas got drive, but can't do my speed. When green's on gold, these boys be on E. I'm a classic, smiling at ya, Mona Lee. So, this my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it. I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up. This my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it. I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up. This my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it. I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up. This my new mood for the summer. My new drop, doing new numbers. I know they see me getting it. I know they wonder the way a nigga moving. I'm on the come up.
Oh. Yo, we need a music video for that. I just like this is glamorous. It's gonna be fabulous. I just see name brand shit everywhere. Just like Ray-Bans.
Maybe it's never too late. It's never too
We
late.
have two
Please.
very different concepts. All I see is fingers in somebody's butt, and I'm seeing some other shit than you. I'm seeing Pornhub sliding him a check. Like, you seeing one thing, I'm seeing another. My mood different. I got a different mood for the summer. My kids going to my mama's house.
Medino, well, you're an Aquarius.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, very freaky people.
Oh, wow. Just get the brush and paint everybody.
I've known
Which Aquarius,
some
though?
Aquarius. February. Okay, February what?
First.
Okay.
Oh my God, you have the same birthday as my friend Rain. She is going to love this.
Rain.
Yes,
Oh my
same
God.
birthday. And I tell Rain, okay, this is my thing.
Medino got a little.
I be
Like,
telling-
it's a rare birthday. I don't know that many people with that birthday.
But see, I be telling my friend Rain she's selfish because she was born on the first. Like,
It's very selfish.
you gotta be a different kind of person to make your parents choose between your birth or rent. Like, that is
right.
crazy. Like, and this is back when you couldn't just like pay it online. You couldn't just
Right.
send. You know what I'm saying? You had to take your ass down there, talk to the bitch behind the desk you don't like. You had to sign something like.
All of that.
Okay, so I do want to ask you. You had a cover of Biggie's 10 Crack Commandments that you and
I'm sorry.
I talk about this. When I tell you we're supporters, we support. Anytime you have like something going pre-sale, pre-order this, blah, 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 we do it, we wait for it, we listen to it, we bump it. Like I bump your stuff in my car. So I was really devastated. I was talking to, I think we were recording an episode of The Juice maybe, or maybe it was a different interview. And I was saying that you had this amazing ass cover of that song pertaining to the gay community, from what I remember, because I can't find it anymore.
It's available. It's on SoundCloud.
Okay, SoundCloud. So I now I know where it's at.
Breathe.
Because I was trying to play it for the people, and they were just like, "We want to hear it," and I was like, "I can't find it." So I was gonna message you and see if you could send it to me, but now I know.
You should have. I would have sent it to you.
No. Now I know you would have, but I was just like, he ain't gonna send me that shit. He probably
That
took
was
that
your
shit down.
fucking
But okay, now I know. We're gonna get to that. So I do want to ask you, because you have bars, okay, on top of bars. So have you ever written for other artists? And if not, would you consider it? Sounds like some of y'all didn't write y'all bars out there.
Would I write for another artist? Yes. I was also offered an opportunity to write for 2 female artists.
Oh.
And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
I think that's all legally anybody's allowed to say.
You can tell me off camera.
We won't tell anyone.
We won't. No.
Well, hopefully that answers the question.
Okay. So how do you feel about diss records? Have you ever done one?
I love them.
Yes.
They're very messy. I love them. Only because I feel like they are part of the culture, and it's what helps us keep going. It actually challenges everybody, because to me, rap is a sport. So dissing people is all part of the game. It's all, who got the better pen, basically. So I love them. Have I done a few? Yes.
Towards anybody we may know?
No.
Okay.
No.
the shade behind it all.
Right. I'm like,
Basically, what's
I'm
being
not
said is they're not popular enough for y'all to know them. So no, it's just me and
okay.
it's just like me and 3 people that even acknowledge their existence.
So there is now.
You didn't deny that either.
What?
Didn't get that.
So one of my favorite collabs that I've ever heard with you was the song you did with Estevan, Henny on the Rocks.
That couple of the scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I touched down, automatic 2G, couple and green.
I will not be doing karaoke with your ass.
Yeah, I know. So
this ain't how he sing it though. This is what I'm saying.
No, listen. When I'm not high,
listen, y'all don't understand. When he be in the kitchen, he be whipping eggs and rapping. Like he's really like in the booth while he's scrambling some damn eggs, and I hear him hit me on the right next thing. And you know what I'm saying? He be in there giving his life up to the song. Now this is not him. Do it the way you do it when you make eggs.
I can't because I've been smoking the pen. Anybody want some hit up a pen?
You in this vaping shit,
No,
child.
listen. So I brought that up to say Estevan has a diss record out called Beef. Have you heard it?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo!
So
Woo!
the person who that song is about has been on our show a couple of times before.
I didn't know it was about anybody in particular. I thought it was just
what?
Well, let me not say that. Okay, let me say I picked up on certain clues in the song that led me to know that it was about a certain somebody.
Okay.
On top of other things I had seen online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You had to really be watching. It wasn't.
I told you we pay attention over here.
Well, that's good because you know what? A lot of podcasts in general, they don't really get in tune with the community. It's kind of more so like we have to be the ones to make the first move. It's not always them reaching out or whatever the case may be. It's like they're clueless to everything. So the fact that you guys even go online to pay attention, kudos to y'all.
Oh yeah, we take it all a step further. To us, it's not just a podcast. It's borderline journalism. Like we take it so serious. There's an integrity that comes with it. Like and some of it is very sad for us because it's like watching your friends fight.
Right.
And you as the person in the middle is like, damn, y'all don't want to go to JJ's and just figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Share some mac and cheese bites.
Because we love Estevan.
And it's sad because we also love the person it's about and that we can't name, but it's like
we're not going to because I'm not
because I want to know.
We'll tell you off camera and then you can tell us your tea off camera.
Right. We'll trade.
We'll swap
tea. You know,
give us some of that Earl Grey. We'll give you some of the chamomile, okay?
But this aforementioned situation notwithstanding, I would say normally I enjoy this record because they hold people accountable in a public way. And you cannot do that all the time in the entertainment industry. You can call somebody out about something and they will sweep under the rug or their machine will do it for you so fast. And it's like, but we just had this, and a lot of people don't know this about the industry, but there are a lot of studio deals that get made verbally that are never taken seriously on the back end. Like they will work you in the studio and pay you minimally because you don't have it on paper. And I'm just from the school where if I say it, that's what I did.
Right.
If I tell you, that's enough. That's you can take it to the bank and cash it.
Right.
It's that good, you know? So sometimes you have to call somebody out to get some kind of recourse or to just get retribution. Sometimes it's just for here to get it out the way. And sometimes people actually have to double back and make it right.
Right.
So I feel like this record, and also some people are better expressive on the mic than just talking to people. Like I know a lot of people who rap better than they talk. I can assure you, they rap better than they text. I got the text to prove it. So it's like, it's just like some people are just better in music.
Yeah.
That's their element. That's what they're comfortable in. And I think a lot of artists can
express.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists can also respect that too. Because some people are just not public speakers. They're not, you know, that's just not their thing.
Right.
But I love this record because I want to know what the fuck the tea is too. I want to know they did what? I dropped that.
What about who?
Right, yeah. Let me be on the look. Get my contract in writing from this motherfucker.
Listen.
Like, I just want to know too, because you could be helping somebody though. Like, some people have to whistleblow. You have to say this, you know, or whatever. Like what happened with TLC and Peppletone. They could have put that out there. They could have done it a different way.
That would have been a
flyer. I would have been there to listen. I would have been there for the.
Yeah.
They took how much from you, Pop? They took how much? I would have been there for that.
So tell us what, when you're creating music, what is your creative process like?
He already told us he locked
Let me
himself in
set
a
the
room.
scene.
That
locked
was
myself
for-
in that was for New Move, but that's actually
Right.
for a lot of my.
Oh,
Well, he said that was for that one song.
you didn't listen hard enough.
I did. You
I tend
listened
to
too
lock
hard.
myself in a room. I have my speakers. I just play the instrumental over and over. I usually do it like first thing in the morning. I crack a Red Bull. I drink that because that's like the first thing my body consumes. So that way my mind is actually focused and getting the use of the actual Red Bull. And that's basically what it is. A lot of times the influence just comes from general shit that I see online, things that I go through, things that people that I know may be going through, or just, anything I see.
Okay.
I feel that.
So I want to step away from the music for just a second. So you have the let me get the name right. The Shop the Players Palace. Is that your clothing line?
It's something that I was doing to just try to expand a little bit. The store is currently closed.
So I can't get my fake Gucci sweater now?
No, you should have got it when it was out with everybody
What was the
else.
deal with the fake Gucci sweater? I
It
thought
was-
it was so cute.
It was just something to do because I don't want to say like I'm into like high end fashion. I really prefer street fashion. That's my thing. But I was just playing around, having fun, with the whole clothing concept. Something to do when there's nothing to do. Another way to, make a few extra dollars to, put into something. And that's basically what I did. I recently just kind of like closed the store because I was just like, nobody's buying anything and I'm not promoting anything right now. But since I have the album rolling out, still may open back up.
So I can get my fake Gucci sweater.
You might be able to get a sweater in this
Okay.
weather though. It's kind of
It's gonna get cold.
okay. So we'll see.
Your baby, Ranger. You got him last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. And for those of y'all who don't know who Ranger is the cutest little Chihuahua puppy ever.
People don't believe he's a Chihuahua. They think he's mixed. He's not mixed.
He's a long-haired Chihuahua, right?
That's what they said. They said he's like a long hair, but it's weird because his hair doesn't get long, but his hair is longer than the short hair. So it's like a cross between the both of them, which is fine. He's still a Chihuahua. So
How did we get the name Ranger? Please let me know.
actually, somebody else named him
What?
because he was actually a gift for someone else who couldn't take care of him at the time. So I took the initiative to step in and take care of him, and then it became like a full-time thing. So
Oh,
Okay, you puppy daddy.
everybody loves their fur babies now.
So, do you want more animals?
no.
The way he be talking about responsibility, no, man, no.
Because even having him, that's a responsibility. You gotta walk him, make sure he's not chewing up shit, which is surprising because a lot of dogs go through that teething stage where they chew on everything. I think he chewed on one thing that he wasn't supposed to, and I told him, "You chew on something else, I'm gonna bite you." And I bit him, to show him. He never chewed on anything else after that.
Well, you have really strong teeth. I wouldn't have bit nothing else. I'd be a goddamn. I'd be licking the dog.
Okay.
Am I supposed to kill him? Am I supposed to bite the bit? Be a goddamn. I get bit again.
Okay. So
we're not doing that chewing shit in this
Right.
house.
Right. So tell us about your mixtape that came out last year, In My Bag. It consists of a lot of short songs, most of which are under 2 minutes.
Mhm.
So what inspired this mixtape?
I think for me, I just felt like since I did Green 2 and it did so well, I felt like I owed the people something. For me as an artist, and I'm not sure if other artists feel like this, a lot of times when we are idle, I feel like I'm sitting on my hands. I don't like feeling like that. So I feel like I have to say something or do something or put something out to let people know that I still exist. So the In My Bag mixtape, I just felt like, okay, I have these freestyles lined up, in the chamber. Like, let's just pick something and put it together. And that's What happened?
Well, on behalf of the people, we agree.
Right.
You owed us something and you delivered. So I took it upon myself to do a little mixing and because, like I said, you know, this is your first interview with us, but we followed you for so long, and like I said, we've played your music on our show before. It was hard for me to say, okay, we only ever played 3 songs, so it was hard for me to pick just 3. So I had to make a little something. Now this mix consists of 3 songs. The first song that we ever played on this show from you, Mr. Big Bad. It consists of the Wild Safari from In My Bag mixtape, and it also consists of Medino Says from the In My Bag mixtape. So let's go ahead and listen to this, y'all.
Without further ado,
Turn that shit the fuck up.
We give it to you raw. The Raw BJ Podcast.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Medino Green, a.k.a. Mr. Big Bad. And you are now listening to my new single, Mr. Big Bad, right here on the Raw BJ Podcast. Peace.
Pull up on the side on them. Big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad. Mr. Big Bad, big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad. Yeah. When I walk in, it's all eyes on Medino Green. Leopard on, stepping on next when I freeze the scene. Sauce on, big splash, somebody get a few napkins. I'm rich in real life, you niggas rich in your captions. See it, I want it, I'm copping. Money from stocks and deposits, they hate to see it and gossip. My name is always the topic, they say I'm pretty and popping. You know a nigga like me, I got options. Come out this shirt and they slobbing. Houston, we got a problem, kicking in doors ain't no knocking. I'm running down like a hole in the stocking. Yeah, Mr. Big Bad, I get the big bag. I keep them big mad, flex on, no cap. I'm wig shifting, no shade, it's strictly business. The Lions Den, we really raw, no kick.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Mr. Big Bad, big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad, big bad.
We give it to you raw.
I'm coming to wreck shop, nicknamed the Mac Daddy, it curving hit spots. I'm part of the race now, I'm running these niggas ragged. The black blue spanner rap when I smash it. My money's good whether paper or plastic. These niggas piss with the mattress. I be having niggas sit in traffic just to give me head till I splash him and send his ass home with the napkin. Pass me the keys to the fastest, I dream of a matte black wagon. Something with the engine in the back end. Old nigga, old news, trash him. Wait until my new shit drop, I'ma gag him.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Live on the set, green finna cut, skin slide on Gillette. I'm up now, niggas want my head, nothing less, cause I'm running it, and these niggas dead out of breath. My money right, I'm hitting Chanel for the bust down, while y'all niggas sucking these dick for a nut now. Bitch, please, been doing this since 15, broad day, watching niggas pull out inf beams, dudes mad. I don't kiss ass and I'm feisty, a lot of rap niggas don't like me, fuck y'all. The screen bitch, leaning back in the C6, you wanna hate, ain't enough room on this dick. I send shots making sure the shoe gon' fit. So if you see me gunning, better move, little bitch. I'm still popping sunflower seeds and quarter juices. Get it half price when I Snapchat my booster. Shout out to my ex, your new nigga's a loser. Which bitch wanted with MG the ruler?
Medino Green, as we continue on.
We give it to you raw.
The Raw BJ Podcast. All right.
Very much Hot 97. Get your tape decks ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And now we have DJ J Slay.
DJ, that's what you're gonna call me, DJ J Slay. I'll take it. Yo, if y'all want to hear any of those songs in their entirety, please, they're available now on all streaming platforms. Just search for MEDINO GREEN.
Get him!
Get him! I said get him!
For those who don't know, I actually shot like a bunch of videos for the In My Bag mixtape. It was actually inspired by Big Tigger's Rhapsody in the Basement.
Yes, I saw.
So I think there's like 3 of them available now, but there was one shot for every one that's on the mixtape. I'm still trying to recover the rest of them because we had a little crash error with the hard drive with them on it. So we're trying to recover those other ones.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can, so that way you guys can see them. But
Yeah, shoot
But there's absolutely. There's a video for the 2 that we played here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing those. Okay, so oh my God, it's time.
I'm so listen.
Oh my God,
I've been
it's
waiting on this
time.
for years now. I can say years.
Years.
I've been waiting on this for years.
Years, son. We've been waiting on this for years, son.
Yes.
Listen, it's time for I have never whispered it before.
Yeah, that was weird. Don't
It's
do that.
usually you want me to do it again.
Yes, who whispers rapid fire? If some rapid fires, you in the words of Bernie Mac, motherfucker, you better get a whistle something.
It didn't even feel right, and I didn't scream it like I normally do.
You
Okay.
sound crazy.
All right, y'all. It's time for rapid fire.
Our neighbors hate them.
They do. Fuck yeah. No, I'm just playing. He be beating his wife.
ooh,
And we just be playing beats of music, so we be different.
Listen, that's a whole nother episode. But nah, JK. So on rapid fire.
JK, you lying. JK Rowling, you are lying to us.
So in rapid fire, we ask you a list of questions, and you have to answer as many of them as you can in 60 seconds or less.
okay.
If you answer them all, and I think there's almost 20 of them. 17, almost 20.
That's when you whisper.
You'll simply join the list of.
You'll beat the list because nobody's been asked this many questions.
Well,
period.
that's true too. But you'll join the list of very few people who have answered all their questions.
You will beat Tetris, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see what's happening. Brittany, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay. Go.
If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
Ooh, why me?
Would you sell your soul for anything?
No.
What if it was for the life of a child?
No.
Do you believe in magic?
Yes.
What is your dumbest purchase?
My what?
What is your dumbest purchase?
$200 Gucci socks.
Ooh. What color best describes you?
Peanut butter.
Whose brain would you like to pick?
Biggie's.
What do you do when you're by yourself?
Jerk off.
Favorite sex position?
Missionary.
How would you describe the perfect day?
The perfect day. 60 degrees.
What do you think about when you're alone in your car?
While I'm not in a range.
Okay. How would you best describe the color green to a blind and deaf person?
Grass.
What song best describes your work ethic?
Hard. Core.
I'm so glad it's over.
He just gonna scream it too.
You said, how would you describe green to a blind person?
Blind and deaf.
Oh, blind and deaf. Oh.
And he was like, grass.
I don't know.
Grass!
Could you imagine if we had an independent music moment, Family Feud? Could you just imagine if we had an independent music moment, Family Feud? Right, and they just gonna be clapping too. It's up there. It's up there. And Steve Harvey be like, you know damn well.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's up there, Steve.
No, so the funny, what tickled me at first is Teddy over here. The very first question, she thought, fail. Even fail. Listen, okay.
I knew the answer about the child was gonna be no. I knew.
Wait,
Fuck them
that
kids.
was gonna be
many?
I knew the answer was gonna be no.
How many questions did he have?
12 of 17, which is still more than most people.
Okay, so I don't even know what the other 5 were. What? Let's go ahead and go. Let's see what they
So
were.
we are going to still answer these. What is the most useless talent you have? Screaming at deaf people. But what is the
Basically, because
grass, nigga, grass.
Grass. Go outside and touch
Every
it.
time I see grass now, I'm gonna be different. Every time I see grass now, I'm gonna be a different person.
Okay.
So say you are dead. What do you think your eulogy would say about you? What is wrong with you? I didn't pick this question.
I don't know what it would say.
I know exactly what my eulogy would
It
say.
would probably say rapper or like
Not not the tombstone, but like the speech they give
Yeah.
at the funeral. Like what
would they say
that
about you?
Here lies MEDINO GREEN,
Leader of the Max.
leader of the Max, aspiring rapper. He spent $200 on some fucking socks. Y'all better bury me in them fucking socks.
Y'all heard it here first.
You better talk about it.
Okay, if you were to get rid of one state in the U.S., which one and why?
Damn.
Not Montana. Where they gonna do the Yellowstone at?
Why, Teddy?
I don't know. Maybe one that's like somewhere where the population is like just everybody know each other.
What?
Sorry, South Dakota. Now,
You know, like when the population be like 200, 300 people, is like all the same.
Well, I mean, that's like a town. We talking about a
but
state.
the whole state.
The whole state.
Throw the whole state away.
Well, throw the whole state, right? Throw the whole state away because
What state particularly?
I don't know.
There's
one
50.
that's not here. Like one of the other 50.
Y'all can throw Hawaii away because they be charging like
as
$7
long as it
for
ain't
some
New
milk.
York, I want to state that he in. He don't give a damn.
Right,
Okay.
like,
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all which state it would probably be for me. Y'all can throw Hawaii away. Anybody that charges $7 for milk is a terrorist. Like that is just.
$7.
I'm telling you, and that's like the cheapest thing they got.
You can milk the cow for free.
Plus the volcanoes. Am I right? Like this. Come on, man, y'all.
What's the next question?
Okay. If you could date anybody in the world, who would it be and why? No one from Montana. Go ahead.
From Montana. Does it have? I don't know if I could date
anyone in the
Anyone
world.
in the whole world. Tiana Taylor. Oh.
It would probably be her. I have this thing where I don't like imposing my sexuality on straight men because I feel like it makes them uncomfortable.
Right.
So I always kind of like stray away from the like if you had a straight male crush type of thing.
Right.
So I wouldn't date like a straight male because I've already been there, done that now.
Yeah.
So maybe it may even be Lil' Kim. I feel like we would. I feel like we would get along.
Okay. Oh.
Couples get discounts while you playing.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Bring a friend, buy one, get one.
What's the next one?
How would you cure world hunger?
Tax the rich.
Okay.
Hello. I was gonna say a 1% meat tax, but would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Say that again.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
The horses, the 100 horses.
Yeah, I mean, I would take the first one. One headshot, that duck is down. I can assure you.
But that kickback, though, it's different.
He ain't gotta kick me. He'll be dead. I'm telling you. Listen. If you know like I know, we frying that motherfucker soon as he hit the ground. Shit.
Okay, so rapid fire. Was it
and correction, it was 18 questions, not 17.
Oh, was there one more?
No, I asked them all. I was just saying it's 18.
Great.
So I think I did pretty good.
Yes.
I think you did, yeah.
You answered more questions than most people. Most
You
people
did.
have 10.
Yeah.
And you got 12. So
But because you're a New Yorker and New Yorkers are pretty quick.
here we go.
No, I gave you more questions than I usually give.
because you had a New York minute to do it.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
I gave y'all 12. 12 out of 18.
We usually only ask
Mhm.
10.
Right. So
you
you gave
did
us
pretty good.
12 out of 10.
Had we only given you the 10 we normally give, you would
That's
have
still
beat
like a
it.
65, right? 65 is passing in New York.
66.
In New York.
66?
Yeah, you got that.
Oh,
Right.
so yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
Period. Okay, so we mentioned we mentioned my favorite collab that you've done earlier. Who would you like to collab with if you could collab with anybody?
I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this, but I would love to collaborate with like Fabulous or Dave East or even Styles P.
Mm.
I know that's different because a lot of artists tend to want to collaborate with the girls. There's nothing against the girls. I have nothing against them. But for me, I just want to showcase that I'm just like y'all niggas. I can do this.
Mhm.
So more so, I get a lot of inspiration from them as well. So those are artists that I want to hear myself on records with. So yeah.
Okay. I like that. So I've seen some video footage on YouTube of you performing at different venues.
Erase that from your memory. But go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so are you interested in performing live still?
I do. The thing with performing live, it's kind of like a coin toss.
Twink toss.
It's kind of like a coin toss.
That's our twink toss.
I thought you said a twink toss. Like, what kind of performance y'all doing?
Listen, Medina, what you do in your spare time is okay. You toss twinks. We get it. Okay, not just playing.
It's a coin toss. Because a lot of performances that I've done have been like live performances because of the pandemic. So it's kind of been like just me by myself.
Right.
But for the ones that I do have that are like with people, they're pretty cool.
Okay. So what are your favorite venues, your most favorite and least favorite type of venues to perform at?
I think my most favorite would probably be, it's a tie between I performed for Moby Fest before I did the cypher with them last year. I performed for them and opened for Dawn Richard, I think her name is. Yes.
Dawn Richard.
Dawn.
Richardson, one of them. From Dandy Kane?
Yeah. I opened for her 1 year, and then there was another year I opened for Seven Streeter. That would be the tie for like the top two.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had. Well, I have had a worse experience. I don't want to say who and where the venue is because I don't want that to come back and haunt me. We can talk about it off camera, but it was one of those performances where I was just like,
is it in a state you would throw away?
Right.
no, because I'm in the state.
Oh. So if you could open the show for any artist, who would you want to open up for?
I would have to say Little Kim, and the only reason why is because I actually missed an opportunity to open for her.
Okay.
I had an opportunity and I missed it, and
Yeah.
I actually missed it, and I'm kind of mad about that. But other than that, yeah.
So what's your favorite song to perform out of your songs?
Now or just
overall?
In all time.
Yeah.
Across the grass.
Like if we had a stage right here, if we had if we had a stage right here and we say, okay, play your favorite song, what song would you say? Spin that shit, DJ.
Probably Good Dick.
Oh,
The Jersey mix.
okay.
Because it's something about it that just keeps it keep it hype.
Okay, good dick. The
Well-
Jersey mix.
Okay.
We have to play that for y'all one day on our episode. So go ahead and send that over.
Okay.
All right. So your latest single, Clap, came out today. How are you feeling about that?
I better see it on the charts.
Okay. How long does it take for songs to appear on the charts? Is that like a week thing?
It takes
or
like a day.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty interesting.
It just takes a day, but I think it really depends. Like if people are if people are actually doing the work by clicking and purchasing. Like
Right.
That's how that works.
Okay. So tell us about the inspiration. Now, I've heard the song. If you haven't heard it, y'all go ahead and get it now. It's available on all streaming platforms. It's called Clap. Now, tell us the inspiration behind the song, because it's a bop. It's a cute little, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, I wanted to do something that was like TikTok friendly because we live in a time now where TikTok is kind of like
Mm-hmm.
help excelling people's careers. So I wanted to do
Yes.
something that people can dance to, something that's relatable, and something that when I perform, people can actually engage because I'm tired of doing songs where people are just like,
Right.
when I say clap your what, like y'all not engaging the way I want y'all
This
to.
nigga spitting.
Right.
Right.
I wanted to do something where I feel like people can listen to and enjoy and relate to it.
Right.
Basically.
Okay. And I can feel that because a lot of times, like, and I love all of your songs, but a lot of times I definitely feel like, sometimes you're in a mood where you want to hear like some bubblegum pop shit,
Right.
and I put on the Spice Girls. And then sometimes I want to hear like some fucking like bars, you know what I'm saying? But not bars from a straight person, some that are more relatable. Then you put on the Medino Greens and, so on and so forth. So when I heard this song, I was just like, okay, it's Medino, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never, and don't take this the wrong way, but I've never thought of, okay, when I want to shake my ass, go to a Medino Green record. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That goes back to me saying like I have a pocket that I stay in.
Right.
This is just me testing the waters.
Yeah.
And seeing how it works. If the people like it, great. We go forward with it. If not,
I think it works, in my opinion. Let's see what the
Yeah.
people think, though, y'all. Go ahead and introduce the song.
so this is my new single, Clap. It's out now everywhere across all streaming platforms. If you get money, clap your hands. And you already know the vibes.
Hey.
When I steps out, it's over. All I know is get to the bag and don't fold up. BBS froze up, fresher than some cold cuts. I need a freak bitch that eat dick till he throw up. When Big Dog bark, you niggas is shit's off. This year, I'm in next year's Christian lacrosse. Whoa, niggas think they popping in 2 pieces of new sneakers. This is Sergio Tacchini, this is not Adidas. Bitch, I spits ether. How you niggas getting money, but you gotta throw butt for a little feature? I'm not impressed with y'all doing the rap. And for saying my name, it get you 2 in the back. I know the broken bag talk is a cap. Fuck 'em first, cause what's worse than a broke nigga humping your back, huh? I think it's about time we go live and let them know we all outside. All my niggas getting money, clap your hands. All my bitches getting money, clap your hands. If your money rubber bands, then I know you understand. If you get into the money, clap your hands. All my niggas getting money, clap your hands. All my bitches getting money, clap your hands. If your money rubber bands, then I know you understand. If you get into the money, clap your hands. It's return to the Mac shit, who the baddest? On a king size mattress, bend them backwards. If I hit it, I'ma kill it, it's a closed casket. When I'm in it, I be grinning, it be talking back. I'm the reason why these niggas be talking that bag shit with more wave than the Mrs. America pageant. Okay. Watch how they copy my flow type shit. Chanel nail polish on the toes type shit. The wrist on snow disco type shit. You know green on everything a go type bitch. If I want it, I can get it. Cards got no limit, so wicked trying to knock me off of my pivot. I'm a menace, don't start no shit. You can't finish if you niggas feeling froggy leap. Don't ribbit. Yeah. I think it's about time we go live and let them know we all outside. All my niggas getting money, clap your hands. All my bitches getting money, clap your hands. If your money rubber bands, then I know you understand. If you get into the money, clap your hands. All my niggas getting money, clap your hands. All my bitches getting money, clap your hands. If your money rubber bands, then I know you understand. If you get into the money, clap your hands. Yeah. I think it's about time we go live and let them know we all outside.
Period. Period.
Oh my
fucking
God.
it.
Can I say this though? It took me back. Like
When I say shake that ass,
Clap your hands.
I definitely got that
Shake it.
from it.
fuck
But
that, clap that ass. Okay.
I'm gonna say something from so long ago.
Oh God.
Y'all remember when it was like, do your chain hang low?
Do
Do
the
it wobble
wobble
to
to
the
the
floor?
floor. Yes.
Because it's a song that's like, it's an old school song, but you made it for now. Like
Yeah.
like when I hear it, it's like I don't know, like it's a song that reminds me of.
A nursery
It's
rhyme.
nostalgic.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But with a current
Right.
hip hop, like gritty and bars, and it's an overload. It's a sensory overload for me.
I love
but
it.
it took me back and brought me here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I'll say this: it's refreshing, especially in an era. And this is not shade to
It's
anyone.
100% original though.
There's no shade to anyone, but especially in an era where everyone's trying to do the same type of music. Especially like now, the new thing is the drill beats, and
I almost got one.
I love those. But it's just refreshing to hear, something like this. It's new, but it sounds familiar.
That's what I'm saying.
And it makes you want to shake your ass. And who doesn't want to shake their ass?
Right.
Like,
mine shakes on its own. Everybody calls it twerking, but when you're a certain weight, it's just walking.
right.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So
the girls that get it, they get it.
Okay.
The girls that don't buy it.
Right. Period. So okay, so we're getting ready to wrap this interview up.
No.
Yes.
We waited too long.
I know. We're gonna go a little bit longer. He has the stamina.
Of course.
See?
Your ass is grass. Grass.
Grass. Grass. Grass.
Every parent, this is gonna take a hold of the parents. Like when your kids are not listening, they just gonna start screaming, grass.
Grass. I can't wait to get Carter with that.
Okay, they just gonna stop and they.
If you had a Came Friday or next Saturday, you would have met my little boy.
Mm-hmm. All the kids would be here.
He's fucking. He's hysterical. So I want to know, because you've been doing this for so long, and what would you consider to be your biggest musical challenge at this point? And not necessarily like a vocal thing, like overall, when it comes to your music career, what is your biggest challenge at this point?
Trying to get people to see it.
Okay.
That's been the biggest challenge. So I always try to get people to see it because everybody thinks they're dope.
Right.
Everybody just thinks they're dope. Everybody thinks they should aspire. Everybody thinks they got it. But for me, I can always remove myself from being the artist and being sensitive about it to be like, this shit slaps. Why isn't nobody else tuned into this?
Right.
I also feel like a lot of it just has to do with what you put out on social media, so to speak, like as far as personality goes. A lot of it is kind of like the look at me, do this backflip. And, then once people are like, what? Then it's, okay, this is what I do type thing. That's not me. That's never been me.
Right.
So for me, it's always just been, I feel like I'm always just trying to keep it real and be authentic to who I am and get people to see that. The people that like it, they like it. They fuck with it. They support it. They retweet it, and that be that. But I feel like there's a whole audience out there that hasn't heard it. They need to hear it so that they know it exists. Because a lot of times I be in people comments, and sometimes the comments don't be on their side when they think they be killing some shit, and they not. But, aesthetics and gimmicks go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I've always just felt like the 90s was my aesthetic, and I don't hear other artists doing that. Now, if I do hear it, I know where it came from, because this wasn't something that I just woke up and decided, okay, I'm going to do this. I've been doing this for a long time. So you can go back and listen to see, like, this sound has always been my thing. So when I hear other artists doing it, it's like, okay, I know where the influence came from. You can't say you've never heard of me, because that's crazy. And even if you've never heard of me, I have a track record to prove that I've been here long enough to have this as my lane.
Right.
So, but overall, like, my biggest thing is always just trying to get people to see the bigger picture. I told myself a long time ago I wanted to do the BET Cypher. I've even wrote verses for Cyphers that I was never a part of, just so I can, have that moment just in case. I wanted to be a part of XXL's freshman class. Every time they did it every year, I was like, okay, I want to wear this. I'm going to do, like, I've always set myself up for that every year.
Right.
I haven't gotten the opportunity yet. Hopefully my time is coming.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just more so getting the people to see it. And I think once people see it, then they become alert. Then it's just like, okay, like, this shit is slapping. Because even when I perform in front of people that have never seen me perform before, Once I'm done, I go back into the crowd. I'm just a normal person. People come up to me, yo, that shit was dope. Like I like that's something different. I know, and I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it until y'all see it. But until then, I just need y'all to open your eyes and pay attention. That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. Open your eyes. And for those of y'all who already see it, share, encourage other people. Bring them over to the dark side.
Okay. To the side with the grass.
Right. The grass. So if you could give your younger self some advice, what would it be? It's okay. I can
Do
edit
it.
this out.
That would just be the advice. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay. I love that. So what's the best advice you've ever been given?
I don't think people really give me advice because I think I know it all. That's me. I think I know it all. So I don't really take advice from other people because I always feel like my method makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Spoken like a true Aquarius.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, y'all really feel like y'all wrote the book, y'all own the library and the patent on it. So,
So I don't really like taking advice from other people. So I couldn't even pinpoint what would be.
That was a shot at you, Rain.
Oh shit. Because she does watch.
She know.
And listen. So if you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
For me, it would be a few things I would change. Actually, I want to see more female rappers, and I'm not saying that as a gay man. I'm saying that because in general, like somebody made a list on Twitter. It was like 50 female rappers. Why the fuck is there only 50 of them when there's like hundreds and thousands of male rappers?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there needs to be a lot more female rappers. There needs to be a lot more female rappers getting deals and not being shelved, because I know some female artists that have deals, but they're shelved. They kind of just like live under the umbrella of that label. Hate it for them.
Right.
I want to see more alternative music in hip hop. I want to see more versatility. Like let's. I get it. People have a sound in a pocket that they want to stick in, but I feel like we need to have more versatility. Like people need to be able to talk about more than just the same thing over and over. I feel like we do need to have some openly queer artists for the younger generation to at least be able to accept themselves, or at least have something that they can relate to, so that way they can feel comfortable, when they listen to music and not always have to relate and have the mindset of a woman. And it's no offense to, people that do, but I feel like we need more of that. So I want to see more queer artists getting recognition. I want to see more underground artists getting recognition, because a lot of us underground artists have been doing a lot of stuff that these major artists have been doing for years, and y'all just scroll right past it. But let a major artist be doing something, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, this is so dope. But you just scroll past two other people that did it last week and you ain't say nothing to them. So I want to see more underground artists, more independent artists, more indie artists just getting the recognition that they deserve. Give these artists their flowers. Give the artists that have been doing this for some time their flowers, because there's nothing new under the sun. You can reinvent the wheel 1,000 times, but it's already been done before. Maybe not how you did it precisely, but that has definitely been done before. More female rappers, just in general, more versatility in the music industry. So yeah, that's what I would change.
I love it. So the song Clap is going to be featured on, is this going to be your first album?
Yes, my debut album.
Okay, so the debut album. I'm excited about this. So do we have a name for it?
Yes. So the debut album is entitled Macadocious.
Okay. Macadocious.
So that's what we're going with.
Okay, so Macadocious, when can we expect this to be released?
I can't give you a release date yet because we still working on it. I want it to be perfect to my ears. because that's gonna be my baby.
Okay.
I got all these other babies, but this is gonna be like the baby that I invest the most in. A lot of people don't know indie artists, when we don't have the machines and the back ends behind us, a lot of the stuff we do on our own, we buy these instrumentals, these producers be charging $300, $400, $500, $600 for an instrumental, and then they stream it and it only makes like $200-$300 back in return. They don't know that, but that's realistic. So for this album, I want the album to tell my story, but I also wanted to tell other people's story and be relatable as well. We have 12 tracks on there. Maybe 2 or 3 features. I'm not gonna say who.
That was my next question.
No,
Any features and who?
We're not gonna reveal no features.
Maybe get a hint as we get closer to it.
Can you tell us off camera?
Yeah, I can tell you.
All right, y'all. That's a show.
All right, well, we want to thank y'all for coming out.
We'll talk to y'all next time on the Robbie. No, go ahead.
But I think I'm doing 12 tracks, and I want every song to make you feel something. I want every song to be a classic to me. So you'll get. I wanted to tell a story basically. So you'll get the beginning stages, and then you'll get up until now. We'll throw a little bit of relationships and drama in there. We'll throw some just stuff that people have never seen from me before. We'll put that in the album. So.
Well, I can't wait to hear this story and see where clap plays a part in this. Cause
I'm excited. I feel like I'm gonna listen to it and be like,
right, okay, Mr. Green. So, with this album coming out, what can we expect from you over the next year? Are we getting music videos, live performances, tours? What can we expect from Medino Green?
So I do want to go back on tour, so hopefully we can make that happen. I do want to do a music video or music videos for some songs. Clap might not get a video right now, only because I'm actually behind in doing the album. I should have actually had this album out in February. So we kind of gotta maneuver some things around, but yeah.
Okay. So we're looking forward to the next year, seeing everything that's going to happen, especially with the debut album. We can't wait. Macadocious.
I'm really excited that the world is getting back to normal. Like that's the thing that's opening up everybody as far as opportunities and who can go out and how many people can be there, and the inclusivity can come back to what it was. And I feel like that's going to be the thing that heals us as a whole country. Like just going back out. Like people look like the children under the stairs now. Like they've been inside so fucking long. Like people don't look like people anymore. Like they look like, like them things on that movie where the light comes on and they leave, and then when it's dark they out. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's that.
Child. So Medino,
go the fuck outside. Feel the grass.
So this is the last question that we have for you. Or that I have anyway. What is one message that you would like to leave for your supporters?
Thank you.
Oh.
Period. Do you have like a nickname for your supporters, the Greenies?
No, I call the males the Macs or the Mac Daddies.
Okay.
For like the people who identify as like non-binary, Macs, because that can be either or, and for the ladies, Mac Mommies.
Okay. I like the Greenie Meanies.
What is
the Greenie Meanies?
Why are they mean? What is going on here?
Why they mean?
Because it's like the bars is like, oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I see where you're going with that.
Thank you.
I thought we was gonna come up with names. We would have had Dinos and Dinas, but that's fine.
Okay.
Or if you do a crossover album, you can be Medino y los Dinos, because apparently that's a thing. Like what I'm saying. Como la flor, I'm out here rocking Dior, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't say I didn't say it, because you heard it here first. That's all. You can do that if you want.
Listen, I would purchase that.
Thank you.
All right, Brittany, did you have any last questions for me?
Yes. Is that intriguing to you? Do you feel like that? That's my question too.
Yeah, Medino, tell the people where to find you.
No. Let me reclaim my time. Don't run over me. But I'm saying you could cross over at any moment. That would be the song to do it with.
Okay.
That's a whole nother pocket in Los Pantalones. Like that's a different type of pants. Yeah. Give it to the people.
Give it to them. Tell them where to find you at, Medino.
To be continued.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Medino Green, MEDINOGREN. I'm on Facebook, not as much, but you could follow me on Facebook, Medino Green Music. That's really it. I don't really do too much on the socials. I'm on TikTok too, but I mean, I kind of just be on there laughing. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. So y'all stream the music on all platforms.
Get them.
Okay.
It's that simple. Get them.
All right, just get the songs. We gotta keep the lights on. So get the songs.
Right.
That's how we do it.
And yeah, y'all, for beautiful handcrafted home goods such as these right here, check out our sponsors at TNT Enterprise 18 on Instagram. Get yours. You can get them custom made with your logo, pictures of your baby, your dog. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. So, Brittany, last words.
Home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you. Thank you so much for listening and watching.
Period. As always, find us on all social platforms at the Raw BJ Podcast and at therawbj.com. Until next time, y'all, come back for another Raw BJ and we will all come together. Bye.
It's a wrap, folks.
When I steps out, it's over. All I know is get to the bag and don't fold up. BBS froze up, fresher than some cold cuts. I need a